Some children look the most awake, right when they are the most tired. It's almost confusing. All day they rub their eyes. They yawn in the car. They lean against you like their little body is running out of power. But the moment bedtime comes, they start running. They ask for one more story, one more sip of water, one more toy, one more hug. Then suddenly, the room feels too dark. The blanket feels wrong, and the child who was exhausted 10 minutes ago is now wide awake. Many parents see this and think, why won't my child just listen? But in many Japanese homes, bedtime is not treated like a command. It is treated like a transition, because an overstimulated child is not always being difficult. Sometimes, their nervous system simply does not know how to come down. Their body is tired, but their inner world is still loud. And this is the quiet wisdom behind the Japanese bedtime ritual. A child does not fall asleep because we tell them to. A child falls asleep when their body finally feels safe enough to let go. When a child is overstimulated, sleep can feel like a door they do not know how to walk through. Their brain has taken in too much light, too much sound, too many instructions, too many feelings they could not name. And because young children do not yet have a fully developed way to regulate all of that, the energy does not simply disappear at night. It comes out sideways. They jump. They laugh too loudly. They cry over tiny things. They ask strange questions. They suddenly need the blue cup, not the red one. To an exhausted parent, it can look like resistance. But inside the child, something different may be happening. Their body is stuck in on mode. They are tired, but not settled. Sleepy, but not safe enough to surrender. Close to rest, but still scanning the world for connection, comfort, and control. This is why saying go to sleep often does not work. Because the child is not missing information. They are missing a bridge, a slow, predictable bridge between the noise of the day and the quiet of the night. This is where the Japanese approach to bedtime feels so different. In many homes, bedtime is not treated as a sudden stop. It is treated more like a slow change in weather. The house begins to soften before the child is asked to sleep. The lights become lower. The voices become quieter. The movements become slower. The room sends one message again and again. The day is ending now. This matters because children do not only listen to what we say, they listen to the rhythm around them. If the parent is rushing, the child feels urgency. If the room is bright, the body stays alert. If every minute becomes a negotiation, the mind keeps waking up. But when the evening has a gentle pattern, the child does not have to guess what comes next. A warm bath, soft pajamas, a familiar story, a quiet voice, a final oyasumi. Each small step becomes a signal, not a demand, a signal. And slowly, the child's body begins to understand. We are not fighting the night. We are being carried into it. At the center of this ritual are 3 quiet Japanese ideas. The first is ofuro, the warm bath. In Japan, bathing is often more than cleaning the body. It is a way of ending the day. Warm water tells the muscles, the skin, and the breath that nothing more needs to be chased. Then comes ma. Ma means space, not empty space in a cold way, but breathing space. A pause between one world and another. For a child, this might mean fewer lights, fewer questions, fewer choices, and fewer sudden instructions. The house becomes less busy, so the child's mind can become less busy too. And underneath it all is Amae. Amae is the child's deep need to feel held by love. Before a child can separate into sleep, they often need to feel connection first. One more gentle touch, one calm voice, one steady presence beside them. These ideas work together in a simple way. Warm the body, quiet the world, reassure the heart, because sleep does not begin when the lights go out. It begins when the child feels safe enough to stop holding on. So the ritual does not need to be complicated. It can begin with one warm bath, or even a warm cloth on the face and hands. Then the house gets quieter. One light turns off. The screen goes away. The toys are placed in a basket, almost like they're going to sleep too. After that, the parent's voice changes. Not sharp, not rushed, not full of questions. Just slow words, spoken like a gentle path. Now your feet can rest. Now your hands can rest. Now the day is almost done. Then comes one familiar story. Not 5 stories. Not a new exciting book every night. Just one simple story the child already knows. Because familiar things ask less from the brain. And finally, there is rhythm. A soft hand on the back. A small, steady pat. A quiet good night. In Japan, many parents use this kind of gentle tapping, sometimes called tuntan. It is not magic. It is rhythm. And for a tired child with a loud inner world, rhythm can feel like someone saying, "You are safe now. You can let go." But the real secret is not doing it perfectly once. It is doing it gently, again and again. Try this for 7 nights. Not as a test your child has to pass, but as a rhythm their body can slowly learn. The first night, they may still ask for more. The second night, they may still get out of bed. The third night, they may still cry when the story ends. That does not mean it is failing. It may simply mean their body is still learning the new language of evening. So keep the signals steady. The warm water means the day is closing. The dim light means no new excitement is coming. The same story means there is nothing to figure out. The soft voice means the parent is not leaving in anger. The gentle rhythm means the child is not alone. Over time, bedtime becomes less of a battle and more of a path the child recognizes. Because children do not calm down through pressure. They calm down through patterns they can trust. And maybe this is the part we forget. For a small child, bedtime is not just the end of the day. It is a little separation. They leave the light. They leave the noise. They leave the hands that helped them all day. They leave the world they were trying so hard to understand. So when a child resists sleep, they may not be asking for another toy, another story, or another glass of water. They may be asking one quiet question. Am I still safe when everything goes dark? The Japanese bedtime ritual answers that question without a lecture. With warm water, with softer light, with fewer words, with one familiar story, with a steady hand, with the same gentle good night. Again and again the child learns. The day can end and love does not disappear. So tonight, instead of asking, "How do I make my child sleep faster?" try asking something deeper. How can I help my child's body feel safe enough to let go? And if this helped you see bedtime differently, save it for tonight, before the lights go down.